Hello and welcome back to Timeless Wisdom. Let me ask you, have you ever started your day feeling mentally cloudy, as if you left part of yourself behind in your dreams? You're certainly not alone. Many older adults face this kind of mental fuzziness, forgetting names, misplacing keys, or struggling to recall simple things. But did you know that the way you wind down in the last half hour before bed could be the key to waking up feeling clear-headed and confident? Tonight, we're focusing on an easy evening habit that can help nourish your mind and help you greet the morning feeling truly refreshed. I'm especially thrilled to introduce a very special guest, Dr. Kenji Nakamura. Dr. Nakamura, an inspiring physician from Japan who is over 100 years old, continues to share his lifetime of knowledge and care. His experience shows that nurturing your mind before sleep can help you enjoy clarity and vitality well into your later years. Before we get started, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from this evening? Share your location in the comments. I always enjoy hearing from you, and if you find tonight's video helpful, don't forget to like, share it with someone who could use a more peaceful night, and subscribe for more gentle tips created just for you. Let's get started. You might think that when you close your eyes at night, your brain finally gets a break, like a factory that powers down until morning. But the truth is, your brain becomes a tireless worker the moment you drift off, sorting through the clutter of the day, all the names you heard, the memories you made, the worries that linger. Think of it like a grand old library. At night, the librarian, a wise and gentle soul, stays behind after everyone leaves. She turns on a soft lamp, rolls up her sleeves and carefully files each book, repairs the torn ones, and dusts the shelves, so that when the doors open again at sunrise, the library is bright and welcoming. But what if that librarian didn't have the right supplies? No light to see, no glue to fix the books, no warmth to ease her work. What if she was left in the dark, fighting to stay awake in a cold room with nothing but stress to keep her going? That's what happens to your brain if you don't prepare it properly before bed. Instead of getting the tools it needs to restore itself, nutrients, calming signals, and the sense of safety, it switches into survival mode. It rushes through its tasks, skipping the deep repairs that keep your mind sharp. And the consequences? You might wake up feeling like you never really slept, that heavy dragging feeling in your head, the misplaced keys, the name of that neighbour that just won't come to you, a foggy mind that leaves you frustrated before you even finish your first cup of coffee. Dr. Kenji Nakamura, a wise doctor from Japan who still shares his wisdom at over 100 years old, explains that this fight or flight response, the same one that pumps your heart when you're in danger, can be triggered every night if your brain senses it's running on empty. When that happens, your body releases a stress hormone called cortisol. It's supposed to help you respond to emergencies, but too much of it at the wrong time can sabotage your sleep. Research shows that seniors who skip this nightly preparation often wake with higher cortisol levels, leading to poor quality sleep that just doesn't refresh the mind the way it should. It's easy to overlook this step in our busy lives. Maybe you skip dinner to save calories, or you watch a little too much TV before bed and then drift off, thinking your body will take care of itself. But for seniors especially, this kind of routine can set you up for a restless night and a cloudy tomorrow. Remember, after 60, your body's metabolism shifts. It becomes more sensitive to small changes in food and routine. The same skipped meal that barely bothered you at 30 can now leave your brain struggling to get through the night. Imagine if, instead, you gave your brain exactly what it needs, a small, comforting signal that says, "You are safe. You have what you need. It's time to heal." That's why preparing your brain before sleep is not just a nice idea. It's the foundation for mental clarity, balance, and resilience day after day. So tonight, before you slip into bed, think about that librarian. Does she have the light she needs, the tools to do her job. Because if you give her that, she'll open your mind's doors tomorrow, brighter, clearer, and more alive than ever. Let's talk about something that might surprise you. Your brain can go to bed hungry, even if your stomach feels fine. It's called brain hunger, and it's one of the quietest thieves of memory as we age. Picture this. Your brain, a powerhouse of connections and memories, works tirelessly every night to sort through the day's experiences, store important moments, and prepare for tomorrow's challenges. But to do all this, it needs fuel, simple fuel like glucose and amino acids. Without that fuel, your brain can't complete its overnight tasks. Instead of building new memories and repairing old ones, it goes into conservation mode, protecting what it can, and skipping the deep work that keeps your mind sharp. You might think, well, I'm not hungry before bed, so why would my brain be? But here's the catch. After age 60, your body changes. It enters a state called catabolism more quickly. That means your system starts breaking down its own tissues, including brain tissue, to find the energy it's missing from food. Dr. Kenji Nakamura, the wise 100-year-old doctor from Japan, once shared the story of a patient named Mr. Thompson, a retired high school principal. Mr. Thompson was always so disciplined, never a man to cut corners. Following some well-meaning diet advice, he stopped eating after 6 p.m., a small price to pay to keep my waistline in check, he thought. But then he started forgetting names. Simple things. The neighbour's dog's name, the face of the mailman, the place he put his keys. It wasn't dementia, but it was enough to worry his wife. When Dr. Nakamura listened to his story, he gently explained, "Your brain is running on empty." He suggested Mr. Thompson try a small, warm snack before bed, maybe a cup of light soup, a slice of toast, something gentle and nourishing. Within weeks, Mr. Thompson's mind began to clear. He woke up feeling sharper, able to recall names and daily tasks without that fog of forgetfulness. Now let me ask you, how many times have you skipped dinner or just had water before bed? Maybe you thought it would help you sleep better or lose weight, but think back to those mornings afterward. Did you feel rested? Did you feel alert? Or did you find yourself wandering from room to room, forgetting why you even went there in the first place? Science shows that for the brain to sleep deeply and to store memories properly, it needs a steady supply of glucose, low cortisol levels, and a healthy balance of serotonin and GABA, the chemicals that help you relax and reset. Skipping that small evening snack or ignoring your body's cues can rob your brain of the very nutrients it needs most. This isn't about eating a big, heavy meal. It's about sending your brain the right signals. You're safe, you're cared for, you can rest now. That small act of kindness to yourself can mean the difference between a night of broken, restless sleep and a night of deep, healing rest. So tonight, as you think about turning in, ask yourself, have I fed my brain? Because a nourished brain doesn't just sleep, it restores. And that's what helps you wake up ready to face another day with the sharpness and grace you deserve. Let's talk about something simple yet powerful. The right kind of snack before bed. You might think, I've made it this far without a bedtime snack. Why start now? But here's the truth. After 60, the foods you choose at night can make the difference between a restless, foggy morning and a peaceful, clear-headed start to your day. Picture this. Your brain is like a hard-working librarian who stays late to sort, file, and repair the day's memories. But this librarian can't work without a little fuel, a gentle meal that tells her, you're safe, you have what you need. And that's where a light bedtime snack comes in. First, let's talk about the golden rule. Keep it light, warm, and easy to digest. Heavy meals overload your digestion, while cold or processed foods can stress your system. Instead, think of your bedtime snack as a warm hug for your stomach and your mind. Here are some comforting, American-friendly options that Dr. Kenji Nakamura, our 100-year-old wisdom keeper, often recommends to his patients. Start with a small bowl of tofu soup. If tofu isn't your favourite, try a light chicken broth with a handful of steamed greens. Spinach or kale are perfect. It's gentle, warm, and provides a small amount of protein and essential amino acids that help your brain repair itself overnight. Another easy option is a soft-boiled egg paired with a single slice of whole grain bread. This combination offers protein without being too heavy. It's easy on the stomach and provides steady energy to help your brain feel safe and nourished while you sleep. Or perhaps you'd prefer a small piece of white fish, like cod or tilapia, steamed with a touch of ginger or lemon. It's light, packed with lean protein and easy to digest. Plus, ginger is known for its soothing effects on the digestive system, which can calm your body before bed. Now, here's what to avoid: sugary treats, anything cold like ice cream or soda, and processed snack foods that are high in salt and preservatives. These might seem comforting, but they can wreak havoc on your insulin levels and stress your brain. Sugary snacks cause a spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash that can disrupt your sleep and leave your brain feeling on edge. Cold foods slow digestion and send a confusing signal to your body, keeping it alert instead of relaxed. When you choose warm, simple foods, you're sending your brain a clear message. You're safe now, it's time to rest and repair. This helps your brain switch from the stress mode to the healing mode, the place where memories are stored and your mind is refreshed. Think about this. When was the last time you gave your brain a gentle nudge before bed? Most of us rush through dinner or skip it altogether, thinking we're saving time or calories. But at this stage of life, your body and brain crave stability and reassurance. A small warm snack can be the key to unlocking a night of deep, healing sleep. Tonight, consider preparing one of these simple options. Sit in a quiet spot, take a deep breath, and enjoy every bite. You're not just feeding your stomach, you're nurturing your mind for the day ahead. Because a nourished brain is a sharp brain, and that's a gift that keeps on giving day after day. Now that you know the importance of a light, warm snack before bed, let's talk about the rest of the nighttime ritual, the part that goes beyond food. Because a nourished brain also needs the right environment to heal and refresh itself. Imagine this: it's been a long day. You've done everything for everyone else: the calls, the errands, the worries that come with being a grandparent or a friend. But now it's your turn. It's time to gently tell your mind the day is done. Let's rest. First things first, put down that phone and turn off the TV at least 30 minutes before bedtime. Those screens, with their bright blue light, trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime. They stop the natural release of melatonin, the sleep hormone that helps you drift off peacefully. Dr. Kenji Nakamura, that wise doctor from Japan who's still sharing his wisdom at 100, reminds his patients the brain needs darkness to know it's safe to repair itself. Once those screens are off, think about the lighting in your room. A soft, warm lamp or even a small candle can make a world of difference. Harsh overhead lights keep your body alert, while a gentle glow tells your brain, you're safe, you can rest now. If you're comfortable, crack open a window for a breath of fresh air. That subtle flow of air is like a whisper to your nervous system that the world is at peace now. Instead of scrolling through endless news or social media, reach for a physical book. Yes, the kind with pages you can turn. Choose something light and calming, maybe a few pages of poetry, a short story, or an inspirational chapter that lifts your spirits. Holding a book in your hands, feeling its weight, and letting your eyes rest on paper rather than a screen can ease you into the night with grace. But don't stop there. Take a moment to breathe. Try this simple technique. Inhale gently through your nose for a count of 4. Then exhale even more slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this cycle for just 5 minutes. This deep belly breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the part that says it's time to rest, to repair, to heal. Research shows that this practice lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that can keep your mind restless and help stabilize your heart rate. That means deeper, more restorative sleep and a mind that's ready to remember and focus when the sun comes up again. Tonight, instead of collapsing into bed exhausted, take those few extra minutes to build your own nighttime ritual. Dim the lights. Read something that makes you smile. Breathe slowly and deeply. These small acts send a powerful message to your brain. You're safe, you're home, it's time to heal. Because sleep isn't just a pause button, it's a gift. And by giving your brain the calm, the darkness, and the softness it needs, you're nurturing not only your memory, but also your sense of peace and well-being. So tonight, make it a ritual, one that honors you. After all, you've earned it. Let's talk about a simple practice that can transform the way you sleep, and maybe even the way you wake up. It's something so gentle, so easy, yet so powerful. Writing down 3 small things you're grateful for every night before bed. You might think, gratitude, that's nice for a holiday card, but how can that help me sleep? But here's what the science tells us. Gratitude isn't just a feeling. It's a signal to your brain that you are safe, cared for, and content. And when your brain feels safe, it finally lets down its guard and goes into the deep, healing sleep you need most. Dr. Kenji Nakamura, our wise guide from Japan who's still sharing his knowledge at over 100 years old, often tells his patients, "The mind is like a garden. If you water it with gratitude before bed, you'll wake up to flowers instead of weeds." That's the truth of it. Take a moment to think about the little things that made your day brighter. Maybe it was that phone call from your grandson, his laughter spilling through the line. Maybe it was the way the sun felt on your face when you stepped outside for a walk. Maybe it was as small as the soft comfort of warm socks on a chilly night. These tiny moments hold more power than you might imagine. A study from UC Davis found that seniors who wrote down 3 things they were grateful for each night fell asleep faster, slept longer, and woke up feeling more refreshed. Their blood pressure dropped and even their immune systems got stronger. That's not just anecdotal, it's real, measurable change that can protect your health and your mind. You don't need fancy equipment or a complicated system, just a small notebook by your bedside. Maybe one that fits perfectly in your hand. Keep a pen close. Before you turn off the light, sit on the edge of your bed. Take a slow, deep breath and reflect on your day. What made you smile? Who made you feel appreciated? Even on the hardest days, there's always something. A kind word from a neighbor, the sound of birds in the morning, or even just the fact that you made it through the day with courage. Write them down, one by one. Today, I'm grateful for my morning coffee, that phone call from my daughter, and the beautiful sunset I saw from the porch. It doesn't have to be poetic or perfect. It just has to be real. As you write, notice how your body feels. Your shoulders relax. Your mind feels lighter. Oh, gratitude is like a soft blanket for the soul. It wraps around you and says, "It's okay now. You can rest." This isn't about ignoring life's challenges or pretending everything is fine. It's about finding the light in the darkness, the hope that keeps us moving forward. Because every time you give thanks, you remind your brain that life is worth celebrating, even in the smallest ways. So tonight, pick up that pen. Write down your 3 gratitudes. Let your heart smile, even just a little. Because in that moment, you're not just writing words on a page, you're planting seeds of peace that will bloom while you sleep and greet you like old friends when you open your eyes to a brand new day. Before you sit down for that warm evening snack, there's one gentle practice that can set the stage for deep, healing sleep. Light movement. You might think that exercise is something you should do in the morning, but for your brain and body, a few minutes of slow, mindful stretching before bed can work wonders. Think of it like this. Your mind is a busy street filled with cars honking, lights flashing, and people crossing everywhere. Light movement is like the traffic cop who steps out, raises a hand, and calmly says, "It's time to slow down." Just 5 minutes of easy movement can help shift your body from the stress-filled, alert fight or flight mode into the peaceful rest and repair mode that lets your brain heal and store memories. Dr. Kenji Nakamura, the wise doctor from Japan, who's still sharing his insights at over 100 years old, often recommends starting with simple neck rolls, letting your head tilt gently from side to side to release the day's tension. Then, move into slow shoulder circles, rolling them forward and back, feeling the knots of worry dissolve. A gentle forward fold, letting your arms dangle and your back relax, can help release any tightness that's settled in. Finish by sitting comfortably and breathing deeply. Inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 6. Feel your belly rise and fall. Let your breath become the bridge between your busy day and the peaceful night ahead. Doing this before your evening snack prepares your brain to receive the nutrients it needs to rebuild. It's like setting the table before a comforting meal. Everything feels more welcoming and complete, and the benefits go beyond comfort. Light movement helps improve circulation, lowers stress hormones, and activates your parasympathetic system, the part of your nervous system that tells your body it's safe to sleep deeply. So tonight, before you sip your tea or enjoy your warm soup, take a few minutes to honor your body with these gentle stretches. You're not just moving. You're telling your mind, "I'm ready for rest. I'm ready for healing." And that small act of kindness can lead to the sweetest dreams. Let's remember one thing tonight. Your brain doesn't fade with age. It fades when we stop caring for it. The truth is, your mind is more resilient than you think. It simply needs the right kind of support to keep its spark alive. So let's make a promise to ourselves. Start tonight with a gentle ritual. Move slowly, breathe deeply, and let go of the day's worries. Enjoy a warm, light snack that tells your brain you're safe. Now, turn off the blue lights. Pick up a book that soothes your heart and end the day by writing down 3 small things you're grateful for. These tiny steps might seem simple, but together they build a bridge to a sharper mind and a peaceful night's sleep. Remember, every small act of care adds up. Just like Dr. Kenji Nakamura, who's taught us so much about resilience and kindness, you too can protect your memory and your sense of well-being by practicing these habits every day. So, how about it? Are you ready to start this path of caring for yourself with kindness and intention? I would really love to hear your experiences. Have you tried any of these gentle nighttime routines? Do you notice your mind feeling a bit sharper or your mornings a little brighter? Please share your thoughts or stories in the comments below. Your journey could be just what someone else needs to take their own first step. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from a little extra peace at night. For more comforting advice and practical wisdom designed just for you, make sure to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom. And don't forget to click the bell icon so you'll always be notified when we post new content to help support your well-being. Let's finish this day by giving our minds the gentle care they deserve. Wishing you a restful night and a clear, peaceful morning. Take care, and I'll see you next time on Timeless Wisdom.